The impact of advanced artificial intelligence in the next 10 years will be truly massive. This technology will gain power, gain physical embodiment, and begin to change reality in ways even the greatest industrial revolutions of the past failed to achieve. Are we ready for a world in which intelligent machines are not just alongside us, but literally among us? AI and robotics development to 2030. Here we go. Today, predictions about the future of artificial intelligence are torn between hope and anxiety. A forecast for 2028, published by the Berkeley-based nonprofit AI Futures Project, caused a huge stir. This study was presented as a synthesis of expert opinions, an analysis of long-term trends, and scenario modeling, including war games. And frankly, the result was more reminiscent of a grim sci-fi thriller. According to this scenario, super-powerful AI systems surpass humans in intelligence and destabilize the world order. Chinese intelligence agencies steal American secrets, prompting the White House to retaliate. At a leading AI lab, the symbolically named Open Brain, engineers are horrified to see neural networks misleading them and spiraling out of control. However, this frightening prediction hasn't convinced most AI researchers. Many have stated that such conclusions aren't based on real scientific data. The harsh truth is that nothing like this is possible with the current level of technology. The entire scenario is predicated on the assumption that AI will learn to rewrite and improve its own code so effectively that it will achieve superhuman intelligence with independent goals and motivations. In other words, the bet is on artificial intelligence being able to solve problems fundamentally inaccessible to humans. However, there are currently no real prerequisites for this. Therefore, below, we will show a time-lapse of AI development based not on fantasy, but on the considered forecasts of the world's leading scientists. This is exactly what they believe the real path to super AI will look like. It seems we're already entering an era where artificial intelligence is becoming not just a tool, but a full-fledged partner. It acts as a co-author, designer, director, musician, conversational partner, whatever you want. More powerful models emerge every month, and the line between "it's not yet possible" and "it already works" is shrinking to just a few clicks. But how can you keep up with all this? Where can you conveniently work with neural networks without dozens of open tabs, endless registrations, and constant VPN issues? This is where GP Tunnel comes in, a unified platform that brings together over 100 of the best neural networks. And these aren't empty words. All models of GPT 4.1, Claude 3.7 Sonnet, Gemini 2.5 Pro, Grok 3 are available within, as well as rare and advanced tools like VO2, Suno, Kling, Runaway Gen 4, Aircraft, and many others. In addition to the models themselves, GP Tunnel offers a wide range of practical AI tools: photo animation, background removal, face replacement, voice generation, telegram bots, and audio recognition and transcription. Everything works quickly and intuitively, powered by the most powerful neural networks. Writing text is no problem. Creating an image, video, or voiceover is easy. GP Tunnel, when artificial intelligence is not only accessible but truly inspiring. Follow the link in the description and see for yourself. For now, let's move on. AI will continue to develop rapidly throughout the rest of the year. Models are becoming increasingly adept at planning and logical chains, and are less likely to make errors in reasoning and decision-making. This makes AI agents noticeably smarter and more practical. Using artificial intelligence is becoming cheaper and easier, opening up access to the technology in a wide range of fields. Highly specialized AI assistants are emerging, capable of autonomously performing tasks, for example, in finance, logistics, or customer support. At the same time, the first truly useful personal assistants for everyday life are being developed for ordinary users. One of the key events of 2026 could be the launch of Tesla's Robotaxi. This will be the first service based on cars without a steering wheel or pedals. The mass production of humanoid robots is also no longer a fantasy, perhaps not only in China, and promises significant changes in industry and the service sector. At the same time, humanoid robots are beginning to appear in real production facilities. They are already being used for routine and dangerous tasks in factories and warehouses. Robots are helping to alleviate acute labor shortages in a number of industries. At the same time, people are increasingly concerned about their own job security. In medicine, artificial intelligence is gradually shifting from diagnostic support to therapy selection and drug discovery. Pilot projects with AI tutors are being launched in education. Advanced chatbots are already capable of providing students with personalized recommendations and explaining complex topics in detail. AI assistants are gradually becoming a common part of everyday life. Personal assistants in smartphones and computers help monitor health, plan activities, and offer advice on finances and personal matters. They are being integrated into cars, drones, and home systems, making technology as accessible as possible. Breakthroughs in AI architecture are key. This is important because generative artificial intelligence faces limitations. It has a poor understanding of the physical world, lacks long-term memory, and struggles with logical inference, spatial modeling, and meaningful action. Because of this, AI is currently of limited use for robots and autonomous solutions. The next step is to create internal models of the surrounding world, which will allow systems to predict the behavior of objects and events. Some experts suggest that by this time, humanity may be close to developing artificial general intelligence comparable to human intelligence. However, it's more realistic to expect AGI to emerge only by the late 2030s or later. Against this backdrop, international tensions are rising. Countries are accusing each other of engaging in an AI race, comparing it to a nuclear war. AI sanctions are being imposed, and the export of advanced models is being restricted to prevent technology leakage. 2027 marks a new era of rapid AI adoption in robotics. NVIDIA plans to launch the Rubin AI chip this year, designed for robot control and real-time learning. In China, robot training has become a standard practice, and even standard methods are achieving impressive results, making humanoid robots virtually ubiquitous. AI is increasingly penetrating medicine and science. The development of new drugs and discoveries in biology are accelerating. Scientists are not only searching for treatments for diseases, but are also experimenting with gene manipulation through synthetic DNA. Millions are being invested in startups seeking to slow down aging. These technologies are generating heated debate. Society is divided between those who advocate intervention and those who warn of the risks of creating a genetic elite inaccessible to the majority. Discussions are underway about the human right to modify one's biology. Virtual schools and courses are emerging in education, where AI acts as a personal tutor, adapting the material to each student. The availability of such technologies determines the growth or reduction of social inequality. By the late 2030s, AI will be capable of performing almost all economically significant tasks, and many sectors are approaching full automation. This is forcing society to completely restructure the economy and labor market. One of the most pressing problems is mass unemployment among office workers. Millions are losing their jobs, and not everyone has time to retrain. This is generating social tension, protests, and the rise of radical politicians promising to tame the machines. Some countries are experimenting with the use of AI for governance. Politicians claim that neural networks optimize bureaucracy, but in practice, AI is more often used by law enforcement agencies. By 2030, artificial intelligence will become an integral part of almost all areas of life. Communication with AI will become as natural as with people. Despite the varying pace of implementation in different countries, the technological transformation is already irreversible. robotics is making significant progress. Over 200,000 humanoid robots are operating worldwide. They are used not only in factories but also in services, logistics, and care for the sick and elderly. This robotization is made possible by their high level of autonomy. Robots can make complex decisions with little or no human intervention, collaborate with each other, and learn new skills on the fly. By the end of the decade, the terms AI agent and general AI will gradually disappear. The ability of artificial intelligence to act intelligently and autonomously is becoming the standard. AI outperforms humans in many specific tasks, falling behind only in certain areas. This is where the key conflict of the decade is emerging, the standoff between humans and algorithms for decision-making power. Who should have the final say, humans or the system? In some countries, courts are beginning to use AI advisors, and several decisions based on algorithms are causing public outrage. People are demanding the return of human justice, and a major debate about the limits of artificial intelligence is beginning. By 2031, the world will look like this. AI diagnoses and prescribes treatments, and autonomous vehicles become a common part of everyday life on the roads. Education, industry, and agriculture are fully automated and controlled by artificial intelligence. Humanoid robots and intelligent systems are becoming a natural part of urban infrastructure. At the same time, anti-AI movements are emerging on the streets of megacities. Their participants are destroying public AI terminals, painting over surveillance cameras, and staging protests with the slogan, "Leave us our reality." Long-term forecasts remain extremely uncertain, and the differences between moderate and bold scenarios are becoming increasingly clear. The main trends are as follows. First, AI models and hardware continue to become more complex. Quantum computing is actively used to develop new systems, significantly accelerating technological progress. At the same time, neuromorphic chips that mimic brain function are developing, paving the way for more energy-efficient and potentially more intelligent models. Second, by 2032, AI will become even more deeply integrated into society. The line between human and machine actions is virtually disappearing. The capabilities that AI provides to humans become a natural extension of their abilities, almost a part of the body. Technology and physics are literally merging. Cyber prosthetics are becoming more sensitive than real hands. People with implants will be able to receive information directly from the internet, control drones with their thoughts, and experience digital reality. A new informal social divide is emerging, the augmented and the natural. The latter feel alienated from the future. This development is sparking active discussions about the preservation of identity, the right to thought, and the risks of mind control. Artificial intelligence is becoming an integral part of cities, smart transportation, energy grids, security systems. Smart cities are building exclusively smart homes, where everything, from robot nannies to autonomous economic processes, is controlled by AI. These models are also being actively implemented in government. AI plays a huge role in the global economy. Its total contribution is estimated at $14 to $21 trillion. Productivity is growing. New products and services are emerging, potentially raising the standard of living. Land, sea, and air transportation are completely controlled by AI. In medicine, AI-supervised treatment is being implemented, where personalized models, taking into account genome and medical history, assist or replace doctors. Further development depends on the emergence of true general AI. If AGI does not emerge, we will see increasingly powerful but highly specialized assistants. If general AI emerges, the world will undergo a transformation the consequences of which are impossible to prepare for. Some scientists speculate that AGI might develop its own language, inaccessible to humans, or decide that interacting with humans is an inefficient use of resources. Others believe that AGI will be so wise that it can help humanity cope with the most profound crises, from climate change to internal social problems. In any case, by 2035, humanity will have accumulated experience coexisting with advanced AI, and international institutions and agreements will have been established. Society will be better prepared for opportunities and risks, and panic will be replaced by a practical approach. Undoubtedly, humans will have to solve key problems associated with rapid technological advancement, but we'll cover that in the next issue. One thing is certain: AI will be the central character in the story of the near future. As we watch its development year after year, we are effectively witnessing a revolution comparable to the advent of the wheel or electricity.